I guess expanding on parts of Idris's point, for one, like I said, like he said, like the caterpillar and the butterfly are one and the same. I look at it from a micro perspective, you know, as we are born and as we interact with the world from our early years, we're very much like caterpillars, just essentially just feeding and just taking in the world as we are greeted with it. Because the caterpillar just feeds, just eats. So we're just literally just receiving and taking in the world. And I guess some of the negative parts of the world as well as the positive, but most of the negative as well, you know, especially if we are like, we come dealing with trauma, coming from like working class backgrounds and some of the ills and perils of having to deal with the world. So that's just essentially, that's the caterpillar. It's just taking in everything. It's eating, it's receiving, it's being, and you know, sometimes we take in trauma that we don't necessarily realize is trauma until later down the line. So that's when the cocoon aspect comes in. It's like we're getting to that point where we have the metamorphosis is that sticking point of, okay, there's the growth that has to occur now, you know, and it's, I guess, you know, it's, you've taken in so much of the world, but there's the change that happens. Is when you're in the cocoon, is where the change happens, and then when you become the butterfly, it's the beauty of it. It's, so, you know, if you look at our own lives, the growing and the unlearning that we do when we become older, when we realize that a lot of the habits that we've learned as we were younger, some of the negative, you know, stereotypes that we've learned as we were younger, some of the we have to unlearn, and we have to strip them, and I guess we leave that in the cocoon, and when we grow and become the butterfly, it's the beauty, it's the learning that we've done, the appreciation that we have for our experiences that have made us into the creatures that we are now, and you know, we admire the beauty of the butterfly. It is us now, you know, the people that have been butterflies before us. We look at them and be like, okay, there's something to behold in that. There is a beauty to behold in their being able to know that they've gone through stuff and
they've had to struggle before they become a butterfly, essentially. And people are looking to skip the struggle, which ultimately shapes you into a butterfly.
Yeah, you have to be in the cocoon to become the butterfly.
Yeah,
you have to go through the growing pains. You have to unlearn. You have to process. You have to deal with deal with what you have, maybe the trauma or go through the therapy to become that butterfly.
Nice one. Thank you.